You see, a lot of people don't realize the reason why they don't have peace is because they're judging everything. They're judging themselves. For example, you're judging your emotions. If you want to live in peace, the best thing that you can do for yourself is understand that duality is separation, positive and negative, good and evil. You see, your emotions have nothing to do with positive or negative. They're just emotions. And you don't understand your emotions. This is where emotional intelligence comes into play. So when it comes to anger, a lot of people think, oh, when I get angry, I'm supposed to get mad. But that's not what anger is for. Anger is showing you that something is bothering you, that something has your power. So find out what has your power, and then you'll no longer be angry. If you're lonely, loneliness is not something so you can feel sad. Loneliness is trying to tell you something. It's trying to tell you that you have no connection on the inside. When somebody breaks your heart, it's not for you to cry. It's to show you that you're dependent on someone else's love and you have no love in your own heart, so you seek it outside of yourself. Fear. It's not there to scare you or to run away from it. It's so you can face it head on, so you can be free from that fear, so you can be stronger from within. So you see, those emotions, what you call negative, are not really negative. They're emotions that are trying to take you to peace, to freedom, to happiness, to love. But we were taught that these are negative emotions and that we're supposed to wage war against our anger. But you see, these things aren't demons. They're not demonic. They're not evil. They're just our human emotions that are trying to make you better. But we've been so conformed and we've been taught not to view our emotions in this way. Each and every single person here walking this earth has what they need in order to be happy and to be free. You see, you don't just think I'm happy or think freedom. You have to actually be happy and be free. And that's why you have to face your demons. And they're not demons in the way that we were taught what demons were. Demons are just the things that aren't keeping you happy. For instance, you see, the church make you scared of your mind. This is what religion has done to you. Make you scared of your own mind, to open up your mind. And not knowing that opening up your mind is where your freedom's at. It's how you understand. But religion, they want to keep you in a box. And you know what they tape that box with? They tape it with demons. So they surround that box with demons so you don't cross over that threshold, so you don't question what's on the other side, because they already told you that it's evil and you accepted that. That's why in order to free yourself, you have to face your demons and realize that those demons were put there. And when you realize that they were put there, then you will also realize that the whole time that you were delusional, living in an illusion, because there were no demons. There was just freedom, space. But they don't want you to have freedom. They don't want you to have space, because once you have this space and this freedom and you understand and you have crossed over that threshold, then you will no longer need religion. You don't need their teachings, because you will be free and your heart will be open and filled with love. And when your heart is filled with love, there's no room for anything else. So start looking at things from a different point of view. Stop looking at life as positive or negative, good and evil. There's no such thing. Like I said, if you're in a heartbreak and a few months later you fall in love, well, how would you know that you in a good relationship if you ain't never been in a bad one? There's just no such thing as light and dark, no such thing as negative and positive. You see, we just labeled everything and we judged everything. And when we judge everything, we put our own ideas on life. And when you put your own ideas on life, now that is what's meaningless. You see, we have to live in the truth, not your truth. We have to live in awareness, not just be aware. Oh, I am aware. Aware of what? You have to live in that awareness. And awareness is when the self is not. When the self is not, then you're living in awareness. And in that awareness, you will no longer be disturbed, because there is no self to get disturbed. And this is what we have to understand. This is how we live in peace and in harmony and in oneness and in unity with everything. But first, that unity must happen within inside of yourself, the mind, body, and consciousness connection. or God connection, whatever it is that you want to call it, but it's all the same thing. Without that connection, we feel separated. When we feel separated, then we feel lonely, and we feel sad, and we feel fear, because we're not connected with everything and everyone, and we're not connected with nature, we're not connected with ourselves, and that's the main thing that matters. The only thing that truly matters in this life is the truth, because with that truth, it will set you free. So don't be afraid to face your demons, and face them head on. Face them with love, not with fear, not with rebuking, not with hate, none of that. Sit with them, sit with it, live with it, be with it. And you will see there was nothing to fear in the first place. You just didn't understand your own emotions. And when you understand your emotion, you realize that life was trying to take you into a place that you know you were, that you want to be. But yeah, you were fighting them the whole time because you have beliefs. You have accepted ideas. You have accepted another person's concepts and opinions and constructs. So this is why you have to let go of all these things in order to understand and to realize all the divine divinity within you. You have to let go of the old ways and lift up your own veil. We're trying to help humanity to see themselves in a whole different point of view, and that's what life is about. If your mind is identified with the self and you see yourself as a separate individual, then that individual will suffer because you won't understand what it is. But if you see yourself as part of the whole, as the whole thing, and there is no just you here, there's, I know we have a body, but this is not us. The self that we talk about is all things. One self, one mind, one consciousness, one soul. And when you realize that, that is freedom. But we got to stop looking at things from negative and positive, light and dark. We got to stop saying that. Allow your awareness, allow your mind to be free. And then you will see.